Hello, this is Buddy with Gemini Homestead.
And this is Lippy. It's been a busy weekend.
It has.
Now I'm going to tell y'all what, it's really too hot to be drinking coffee, but it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon and I just got to have my coffee. But what we did was, we did a lot of clips throughout the weekend. And we're going to incorporate them into this segment. But first, before we get into all the gardening that we did, we're going to show y'all 2 clips. Now, mind you, we were only 15 minutes yesterday morning into
If that.
the garden.
Maybe 15.
Right. Because what we did is we took out, how many grow bags did we take out of here?
Well, I took out, I know 20
Right.
of the 20 gallons.
Right, because our fall garden is not the size of our, what we call a summer garden.
10 gallons.
Yeah. We just don't. But you'll see in the clips of what we consider our fall garden that works for our household.
All the boxes that y'all seen in the other video, we're doing the shed the other day, where I'm going to run the pole extension out, pole barn, whatever you want to call it, roof line. All those boxes are gone. We took all those out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you took them out.
Yeah.
And then I sledgehammered them and got rid of them. That way I figured if I destroy them, they can't get used again.
Splinters.
Yeah, it was splinters. Got into some ants too. We don't have ant mounds right now. We got them ground ants.
They're everywhere.
They're hidden, because it's been a drought. But anyway, we're 15 minutes into it. And as I was pulling weeds, because we finished laying the billboard tarp going, that would be west of us in the garden. We wanted to finish it off because he's going to extend the garden shed, and we wanted to lay the billboard tarp down. So I was plucking weeds, had me a stash.
Mm-hmm.
After I got the stash going, Buddy said, let me run up here to the store. And I said, okay, I'll just get everything, because I like to clean on each step. I just do. He doesn't. He just piles it up. Me, once I get through one step, I clean it up. So here I am cleaning it up. So we're going to stop here, let you see the 2 clips. Now, mind you, 10 minutes apart. And then we'll come back and finish talking about the rest of the weekend.
Oh, it was fun.
It was fun.
It was very exciting.
Yep.
Did you already hit him?
Yep, I done hit him.
Because he got a tail on.
Yeah. Where'd he go? There he is. You moving a little fast for my camera. Y'all, let me turn you around and show you what happened. See this pile? How about I reached down. When I picked the pile up, I picked him up. Well, let's just say I need to go play ball for the pros because I threw that pile. And I had to sit there because he got away from me until Buddy could come and help me find him again. There's us a nice water moccasin. There you go, snake number 2. Now, that's a garter snake. But still, telling y'all.
Garter snake or not. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, it kind of looks like it. But that's number 2, y'all. This is our eggplant. We didn't put them in the bed up until today because it was just too hot. But I want to show y'all something. Sitting in the full shade. Look at that eggplant. So we chose to put them in this bed. Now over here in the corner, I've just got a few purple top turnips just to fill in the bed. But we decided to pull the 2 jalapeno bushes up. And this is what we have left. And we get this once a week, y'all, for 2 bushes. But no more peppers. Done with the peppers. Okay, y'all, in this bed I've got 2 buttercup squash. Those are so good. And right over here is the carrots. I prayed and I prayed the whole time. So, let's see if I did it right this time. In this bed, we have red cabbage coming all the way down, just on one side. Now, in about 2 weeks, there's going to be radishes and beets planted in here. But these are our red cabbage. And then right down here, I also have red cabbage seeds that I didn't realize my bed was going to be this long, so I went ahead and added the seeds. Okay, down this bed is our cabbage. Halfway is the Toscana cabbage. And then when you get about right here all the way down, it's just regular green leaf cabbage. We love cabbage. And down this row is collard greens. Georgia collards. And towards the end you see that it's empty. I still had room, so I planted more seeds. And right up in here, this space here between the pot of the purslane and the little collard, I planted a couple of the white kohlrabis. Something new for us here at Gemini. Now in this bed, it's all mustard greens, and halfway through it's the tender mustard greens. Those are good in salads. Of course, let's hope these temperatures cool off that they're promised us. Okay, down this bed, this is a large bed. On both sides we have mixed in spinach, Swiss chard, the Rocky Top lettuce, bok chaw's in here. We just have an abundance of mixtures. I call it the salad from heaven. And I just scattered, different seeds out so I can have variations of height and then some bush. I can't wait to see it comes up and see if it actually takes on the look that I'm trying to get. Now I'm going to spin you around and take you to this other side. Over here, this is called an aloe vera tree. And there was 2 of them that someone threw out, and I mean, we really thought that there was just no hope. We really wanted just to get a cutting off of them. But as you can see, in 6 months' time, and these are actually trees. Now these are just some pups that we've got off of them, and look at them. They're doing fantastic. Now the center one is a pup, and it's finally coming back. It's off of this aloe vera. We have 2 of these this size. And down this row is broccoli. We've got Brussels sprouts, and we have cauliflower. The regular cauliflower, the purple top, and the green. And that's what's all the way down till you get to the end. And we have some short day Texas sweet onions. I'm just basically trying them in these grow bags to see if they'll do good. Because if they do, we have probably 40 of these bags. So this may turn into my onion beds. But I only did two just to see what they would do. Now in the cinder blocks, you see we have soil in there. We use them during the summer for radishes. Now we're going to try the winter radish, some beets, and I'm actually going to attempt at putting a few onions and just a few just for trial. And we're going to see if we can't use the back wall of them to plant some garlic. So we're trying to use every bit of the space that we have for the winter. We downsized. There's a lot of boxes that came out because we won't be planting in those through the winter. But I think it's going to be pretty cool just to see. Because if they do grow, then myself and probably many others that have these cinder blocks will know if things will grow or if they won't grow. If they won't grow, then next year we're going back to marigolds. They made marigolds look pretty.
Alright guys, we're over at Cherokee Sands some people have been asking about beds and trellis. These beds here, they're open bottom. They're 3 by 3. They're 18 inches deep. Basically, I just took rough cut lumber that I had off them pallets and made a box frame, trimmed it out on the top, set them down there, and then I took rough cut 2x6s off the pallets, and I just built box frames. I built 3 box frames. This is 26, excuse me. This is 26 foot long and it's 2 foot wide. This here wire that I had was 2 foot wide, so I just used it where I wouldn't have to built it to it where I wouldn't have to cut it. And I built the boxes, put them together. I just put some legs underneath the center to support it. None of this is stationary in the ground. This is all sitting basically on top of the ground, just the way the boxes and what's in it. Inside the boxes, which you seen a minute ago, there's basically, it's not filled. We dug a hole and Lippy planted 2 seeds in this whole thing. And how many you got off so far?
11, and there's 5 left. If you count this,
there's another one coming.
That would be another one coming.
Just when you think it's starting to dwindle up, leaves start falling off, crumbling, here comes another one. So it's very productive.
We'll do this again.
Yeah. I mean, they're running off. I've tried to put them back on the trellis. This one got away from me before I knew it, got through the fence, and now it started to run. I just went on and turned it, running it down the fence. We'll just let it go on down the fence and see what happens. But yeah, there was really nothing to it. Easy. I mean, this could be lifted up, moved anywhere you wanted. You could actually unscrew the sections, pick them up and tote them, move them. You could put them up if you didn't want them for a year or so. If you had a place to store them, you can move them to a different location. I think we're going to have something else growing on it in the spring. I kind of foresee that way it's grew back here where it's at. It gets a little bit of morning sun, very little evening sun, which is what you're getting now. Maybe about 30 minutes of evening sun. It usually gets about 2.5, maybe 3 hours of morning sun. And I'll tell you what, it's done well. It's probably the most effective place I've had growing so far.
What'd y'all think about that?
Yeah.
Yeah. I reached down. I'm going to set this coffee cup down because, you know, I got to use my hands to tell the story. I had my little old purple gloves on, and I reached down, and when I came up with that snake across my arm.
If I'd only been here.
When I threw that pile of weeds, when I threw it, y'all. And I said, oh, Lord, I'm going to have to find it. About that time, Willie the cat come a running. I said, oh, no, you don't. Well, I had the square nose sharpshooter. So I had that, the little shovel. But I had to go get the garden rake because my mind said hold him with the garden rake and stab him. Because I couldn't go get the iron, I'll say that's my choice of getting rid of these snakes. But I couldn't let it disappear. So I got the cat to go, and I saw it, and I didn't know which end, so I just stabbed at it, and then it just went away.
I pulled in about this time.
Yeah.
Get out of the truck, and she's hollering. I see her out there with rake and a shovel, both, and I'm like, what is she doing? And I see her shoot a cat away. I said, I bet she done found something. And she's hollering at me knowing I don't like snakes. And
I couldn't see it.
I mean, you know, I don't like them at all.
Nope.
So I come on, and then you seen what happened.
Yeah.
Of course, it messed the rest of the day up.
Well, we had to look, we was 15 minutes into working. It took us about an hour to take a break because I could not get, you know, if I see them, I take care of them. But it ain't every day you pick one of them suckers up. And I'm going to tell you, that's the first time I ever touched one that was like alive. And all I saw was a white mouth come up one side. Let me tell y'all what, you talk about a heart check. I threw that, I threw it. scared me to death.
It was very painful for the rest of the day to. I couldn't even sit and drink a bottle of water for
Well,
thinking
after
about
we
one
took
being
our
behind me
break,
in the chair or something.
yeah, we drank some water. I think we had a couple of bottles of water and composed ourselves. Well, we was cutting the billboard tarp. So we had drug a couple of pieces that we thought would be large enough instead of us having to cut some, some new sheets. And he was shaking it off, and I said, well, there's the skin right there. It was the skin of a snake. I said, that's where the sucker was living in that balled up tarp. Okay? Well, as he went to sling, I said, hey, let me move out your way, because there might be another one. He just laughed like, nah. I didn't get 5 feet. And when he raised that sucker,
I said, look out, there goes another one.
Comes another doggone snake, only it was a garter snake. That's what it looked like to me, was a garter snake. It could have, no matter of fact, it almost looks like a baby king snake.
I don't know what it is, but it's dead now.
It's dead.
And that's all that matters. I do not like a
It
snake.
took, I said, see there, I told you, and it run and was trying to get up on his boat.
I know they say
Well,
there's
y'all
good
saw the
snakes, but they
video of
don't
that
leave
too.
them.
So that was 2 in just a few minutes. Well, let's just say after that he went in, got his steel toe boots on. He still got overalls on today.
Yeah, I was out here running around in shorts and flip-flops.
I was still running barefooted. Yeah.
Nah.
I was still running
and got
barefooted.
my overalls and boots on. I said, we're going to have to play with them out here. It's going to have to get serious.
Which, knock on some wood. I don't know where no wood is. Yeah, there's some wood right there. Knock on some wood. We've had a slow year. We're like 6, I think.
Yeah.
6 or 7.
We average about 14.
We average about 14 a year. So we're kind of behind, and that's fine. I look for us to make that up, y'all, between now and November or December. They're moving.
Saying that.
I think they're going to move on up. So anyway, we managed to make it through the day. And this morning, I got up early, and we was eating biscuits and gravy and sausage at 7 this morning.
Yes, we were. It was mighty
because I knew
fine.
we needed something to finish up this. So, I showed y'all the tour. I came back and I think I showed you the what I'm gonna do some, what do you call it? Experiments in the little pockets of the cinder blocks. Doesn't hurt, got plenty of seeds, let's try. And then instead of doing a Cherokee tan finale, I figured we just incorporate that into the fall garden part 1, I guess, because this is the first time we've showed the fall garden. Well, it wasn't nothing to show, but some dead old plants from the summer.
Just infrastructure.
Yeah, that's all it was.
Fence,
Yeah, fencing,
beds.
that was it.
A couple of plants in there, but nothing to speak
Pepper
of yet.
plants, well, I showed y'all them
They'll
jalapenos
be coming, we
now.
hope.
Woo! But the Cherokee tans, a lot of y'all were asking the dimensions, and y'all were asking this, and I didn't know. So that's why I had him go ahead and throw that part in there as well. That way, the ones asking, y'all know now the size. But we will do the Cherokees again just like that.
Oh, yeah.
But we're also going to try some other things like cucumbers, and I'd even consider doing another one just like it, running on down further down the fence, because it is in so much shade, but it's got a little bit of hint of sun too. It's got full sun for about 2 hours, but it's like the sun comes through the large trees and puts just enough sun rays, I guess. I don't know, but they have done good, and that was on 2 seeds. So if that other one takes off, that'll be 17 Cherokee tans on 2 seeds, because I put 1 seed in each bucket. That's pretty good.
That's very productive.
And I will be sharing these seeds. Hands down, I will be sharing these seeds, because they say there could be 300 to 500 per pumpkin. So I'm going to be passing out a lot of seeds and mailing them out. I want to get this circulating, and I cannot wait to make a recipe with them. But I guess this is part 1 of, I don't know how many parts to our fall garden.
Hopefully there's many. Hopefully it's very productive.
I still have more carrots to plant. I've got the large pots, so I've got my bed. I've got 4 large pots, and I'm trying different varieties. So I still have some carrots, but I've got plenty of time But we were having a slow rain coming in tonight. Nothing, no Titanic kind of weather. So I figured it would help moisten because this soil here was like a powder house.
Oh yeah, you
It
couldn't.
was.
You couldn't. You couldn't take a hoe handle, rake handle, your finger, nothing. You couldn't punch a hole to set a seed if you wanted to. You had to kind of hold your finger in there and put your seed, place it, and rake it back over. I didn't want to wet it down too much to start with because then you're playing in a mud pie. But went on, put the old shower nozzle on, and wet it all down good so it'll be kind of set before the rain comes in, so it don't wash them out. But they're good to go now. We'll see what happens.
But I know I'm hot and I'm tired, but we got a lot. Yeah, you're burning up.
You done went in and took a shot.
Yep, I'm gonna need another one too. Yep. But I hope you enjoyed the little clips. And
I have not.
Y'all look at this.
I haven't taken a shot, I promise you.
I know you're soaking wet, y'all. He's soaking wet. But anyway, I don't know, next week if I see things germinating and coming up, I'll do a video. More than likely it's going to be every other week, because I don't look to see any changes to this other than, me adding some more pots and stuff that I'm going to use. So as soon as I start seeing things germinate and come up, then we'll start a series of updates and harvesting and, the fails, because I'm always going to put the fail in first, and then the blessings, because you're always going to have failure. I don't care where you're at, who you are, years of experience, because now we got another round of bugs we're fixing to fight, and it's called worms. So yeah, we're gearing up for that.
Worms and caterpillars.
But I've got something for that. And as they start growing and I start seeing them, I'm going to share with y'all what Lippy chooses to use, what works for me. You guys might like it too. We'll just have to wait and see. But until next time, God bless you.